I think of G's, I think of NBK as well, though. I mean, he is the kingmaker. Got to give shout-outs to Thorin for creating that video recently, going over NBK's career. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. It is awesome. But
Absolutely.
NBK's a boss, and now it's looking like very early action here from OG.
Oh, they're not even stopping. And actually, Stanislaw just got boosted up. He's trying to hit the headshot. He does midair and a fadeaway through the smoke on NBK. That seems absolutely unfair. A bit of revenge here for Isa, but still a 3-on-4, and the bomb is going to be going down. Valda, I think he's going to have to beat Ethan on this one for this even to make sense.
He has to hold Banana. They have to have a way out of this to not have to worry about this pincer movement coming onto the site if you're OG. But Stanislaw, again, a third kill for Stan. He's still alive. Tarek chimes in, and now it's all on Velda. Last man here for OG, and it's not for long. All three alive for EG, taking that site, no problem at all. But you got to give it to OG. No fear. Just go swinging at them.
Yeah, there was no hesitation. I really appreciate that. And who could have known that? One thing is the mid-air headshot. This is pretty good, but this is outrageous.
That's when you wish that it happens to you, right? You're like, oh man, you know, through the smoke, it's so close, and Stan just pulls it off. No worries.
Yeah,
first pistol round.
Even comes in for that third kill. I actually think that. So that plan was good for OG. The execution was good. You can't plan for the triple kill, so not really their fault. Can't really blame them too much.
Do you think that has to do with confidence? You know, just like get out there, shake it off, right?
Yeah.
Don't try and slow it down. You know EGs are the favorite, so just run at them and just try and get some damage done.
I hope so. I really much prefer that kind of Counter-Strike, so I hope that's exactly the style that they've gone in with. If you end up second-guessing yourself waiting, I think especially against a team like EG, if you're hovering around and waiting, it's like you're going to get shut down. The firepower on this team is so ridiculous. So, yeah, I'd much rather if they just picked something and try to follow through. And behind that bomb plant, they actually go for a buy in this round, which is pretty aggressive.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that the new CS? Well, no, I don't know if we can say new anymore. It's been a little bit now.
When did we stop?
But a little bit. Yeah, it's been a little bit now. But I mean, yeah, get the bomb plant and just proceed to a buy. Funnily enough, it doesn't always work out. It doesn't work out as often. I think HLTV had an article not too long ago at the end of last year, covering that, where, you know, we like to think that, oh man, these force buys are so effective, except that the stats actually showed otherwise. But OG willing to take the risk right now. They've put their money down on the round.
Trying to sneak in the middle, and it almost worked out, but they end up actually getting a bit of a return. Isa with the Galil taking down 2, and now NBK dropping down. Interestingly, he has an MP5, and he has a long history of picking up wacky weapons when other people won't. So 3-on-3 now, they're heavily damaged, and the bomb is actually, oh no. That's very awkward.
That's problematic. 3 players still alive, 4 evil geniuses. But this is actually throwing EG for a loop. They're expecting a bomb plant to the point where Stan is actually rotated back over to keep an eye on things over on the other site. Cirque boosted up, knows that somebody's in graveyard, though. He's just patiently waiting for Isa to take a peek, but it's not going to happen. And now the bomb has been planted, so the clock is now going to start running on evil geniuses. They need to get in here, and they need to defuse this bomb.
In the pit, just wait down there. And look, he's just crouching. He's going to get all 3 of them. That is some pretty good play. Just, again, when you stand up and you're not even sort of jumping or anything, you just have to stop crouching. It's so effective. So that's OG fighting right back, and I mean, I guess justifying the investment.
Velda's got some firepower as well. That's one thing, you can't really sleep on him. Well, Denmark just keeps cranking out top-tier talent. Let's be frank, right? Everybody seems to be coming out of there and just banging heads. But Velda, he can win these situations. You can see the experience coming through. OG are going to need rounds like these if they want to take it to EG. They need to rattle EG early on here and not let EG just get too comfortable.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It was a funny coincidence that actually the delay, as you said, forced Stan to go back and check. That's a weird sort of. I mean, EG won't know it, but if they review the demo, they're going to see it and they're going to think, why weren't they just planting? And it forced OG to use a smoke that otherwise they probably would have used for a little pit, so it could have gone very bad in all kinds of ways. They're going to be trying to just try and crunch the middle there. A lot of CZs waiting for them, and Breeze will pick up 2 kills. He finds another one before the reload. That's way too much damage, and Stan is still here looking for a headshot, and he nearly got it. That could have been the end of the round right there, but looks like it's going to be an uphill fight here for Ethan. I don't know how he could do this.
How was that not a headshot for Stan? I thought he had him dead to rights, but 1v2 retake, fresh smoke going down. Ethan, oh, it's not a good smoke, though. So now it's a question of whether EG, they have the discipline to hold the angles. And sure enough, Montu not going to look away. He was trusting his teammate to hold short, and they get the job done. OG, 2 rounds on the board. And well, you know, ready to prove the world wrong? At least at the beginning of this map, it's looking good.
It could be. There's going to be a couple of nervous people. Just, you know, if you've been following the first couple of weeks and even the first match today, maybe you think, oh no, is it going to be one of those games? But strong showing for OG, at least early on. That smoke, I agree, that's leaving a gap like that can be so dangerous. But I guess if they saw it themselves, maybe it can also be, you know exactly where to look. So it can work both ways. There's that constant conversation, right, on Mirage mid, where people say, did they intentionally miss the smoke in the window to fake someone out? Did he intentionally throw it so that to try and lure someone through?
I see what you're talking about.
Depends on how...
Layers and layers.
Yeah, exactly.
Feints and feints and feints.
The point is, we can always make it sound like they're doing it on purpose, basically.
Okay, Baron Harkonnen. We'll get into all of the deep reading here.
Exactly. Like, no matter what, it's a good smoke. Just one way, it covers everything. The other way, it's tempting people to come through.
It's toasted.
Well, 4th round, and they're not going to have anything. Guess they're sorting out a microphone issue. But
yeah, I'm wondering if this was an issue that they had beforehand, because we were just a little bit delayed with getting EG set up. And this is one of those things where you'll want to get it solved before you even get live in the game. So to have the momentum kind of broken up here for OG, not great. You really just want to be putting the pressure on EG right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you're right. I guess the only thing we could say is at least then they're having USPs in the next round, EG that is, so they're probably still going to have a decent enough time of it. But some of these rounds have been pretty good. They've been winning that fight at top mid a lot. If they can keep doing that, that's going to be super annoying for OG.
Well, this is the tough thing, is because EG evolved. Yeah, I know, right? That's gonna keep happening, and it's just have to accept it. I mean, both of these teams have had a bit of time. OG have had a little bit of experience on land, but they've also had time to prepare, let's say, for this first matchup. Whereas EG, it's like, what are you going off of to get in here, apart from ice, really, when it comes to OG. Yeah. But there could be that element of surprise. I don't want to go so far as to go for like a complexity moment right out the gates right now, but you could have there's so much experience on OG. Yeah. Why couldn't they catch Evil Geniuses off guard?
I mean, I think that's true. I think it's definitely a factor. And if you look at the other teams that are here, if you are EG, you're definitely going to be preparing for 100 Thieves in your group. You're going to be one of, just looking at G2 as well. I would imagine that OG is going to be one of those teams you say, well, we don't have that much data to go off of. It's going to be harder to research them. Mm-hmm. And we might consider them as, a slightly less prioritized opponent than, for instance, say, 100 Thieves. So if you're going to be spending your resources researching things, maybe they could fly under the radar a little bit, OG. That could be interesting.
I mean, it is kind of sucky for Chad. But in terms of my entertainment, it was great fun watching him twist and turn, watching 100 Thieves.
Listen, as if Chad needed more of a reason to be pessimistic about the world. He's already got that going for him. It's not one of his, his qualities. He's already figured out a way to do that, even if there's no prompting at all. MBK's picked up dualies now. The MP5 earlier. He's really going for all of it now.
He's just been playing too much of the operation, man. Just get 20 dualies on Dust 2, the dually kills, Yeah. MBK is one of those guys who he's just out there farming.
So he's not actually done with it. He's like, this is an official game, but I'm still going to try and get that.
Gotta get those points, man. Gotta get those points, those stars.
Why not? Double grenade into the corner, and he was a little bit further back there, Stanislaw. Odds have changed slightly. Nice. It's not a lot.
Slight bump there. I mean, OG, they've got a strong start, so it looks like that nudged the numbers back a little bit over here. We'll be keeping an eye on those Betway odds throughout this series. And that is for the match as well. So already a little bit of a duel going on here, but some pressure. This is what you need to be doing if you're OG. Time to bully Evil Geniuses. As soon as you figure out these guys are hard ecoing, it's time to run in here and just start smashing.
Yeah, they've used grenades. They've led with the MAC-10. They're really trying to make sure they don't walk into any kind of a trap here. You have to just appreciate that OG are being very, very careful. And Alexi B looked like he had the right read. He's going to win that fight easy, and he's ready for all of it. Oh. Could have nearly had every single one there. That's some solid work.
Worst case scenario too, right? Oh, they're going to get the bomb plant over on OG. Again, playing it safe, realizing that Evil Geniuses had rotated over. They'll get the bomb plant for free. But it really is worst case scenario when Isa will win the round. When your guy gets 3 kills with the MAC-10, that's like the last thing you want to be doing. Go die to a rifle or kill yourself at least, something like that, because you just fed so much money into the economy.
Yeah, you're right. We've seen that in the past, right? Where people run into Molotovs just to avoid the SMGs.
Just don't die to an SMG. It's bonus money in your opponent's pocket. And it feels like economy is more important today than it ever has been in the past. Teams need to be more disciplined with the rifles. They need to be more disciplined with saving their guns. A bit smarter right now with how they're spending their money in the rounds, because every round is so dangerous.
Yeah, I think especially true when OG are playing that T side, right? So, a couple of kills like that, that's a whole, an extra AK you could buy down the road. And they've already got a pretty good economy building, so could be a little bit of trouble. Boost here in Boiler Room to look for the headshot, and they'll get it on NBK immediately. That actually does work an alarming amount of the time. I feel like people are going to start to grenade that more now or do something to try and push that out because we've seen it a lot on Inferno recently.
Yeah. This is one of those maps where you can have the prefab grenade spots.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we know you like to play this, or this is worth it to chuck a couple of HEs up there, but it is going to be quick moving up short. Alexi taking point. Isa's there to get one, and we're looking for a second here. Isa trying to play it patient, but Breezy staying alive. That's all he needs to do. Tara caught out in the open, though. Is going to open this whole site up as Valde gets caught on the rotation. This is OG just being methodical.
I can't believe they've managed to slow it down in the middle of the rush, and they were leading with the bomb, so the whole game was up the second they turned the corner, and still, they've actually managed to put it into a 2-1-3. Now, there is a flank coming in. Stan is always going to get shot at the back. Isa with the headshot to take down Breeze. I did not actually think they were going to win that. There were so many things that could have gone horribly wrong. If Valde loses the fight over at Archway, then I'm not even sure it's much of a round anymore, but they managed to power through. And they made this choice. I mean, they had lost Banana at this point in time, and they could have either spent another 30 seconds, you know, trying to flash their way in there and fight back or whatever, but they just said, you know what? If you want to have Banana, we'll do this right now. That's really decisive. You made this point earlier about them coming with that attitude of, you know, really trying to take it to them.
Dude, Isa right there, man. He's getting pumped. Team is pretty calm on the side of OG right now, but Isa, he's making noise. Valde with 2, and very quick round here from OG. Very quick anti-eco. And they're looking like a beastly team right now. 5 rounds on the board on the T side. 1 round for EG. That was the pistol off the back of triple kill from Stanislaw as well. So, I mean,
yeah.
EG right now need to be doing a little bit of waking up. And this could be the round for it. It's looking like we're going to get a tactical timeout used. I'm pretty sure it's got to be coming from the side of EG as well. It's now or never. This is going to be the make or break round for your half if you're on the CT side.
Absolutely.
See, that smile? He's not smiling anymore, Anders.
I was going to say, that's from earlier in the day. That's from like 10 minutes ago.
Before right now, exactly.
I can't believe it. Yeah, this is wild. They've got so much money. They've got
Drago, we don't need to know how much money Seb is paying you, dude. It's fine. We get it. You're coach now.
You know what? It's good to be there, isn't it? Who have we got now? Who went to North? Just Jumpy now?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's over in North, I think it's called.
The memes.
The memes, man.
They're in.
Dude, and the question is whether the other coach died or not. I mean, whoever came up with that idea, man, seriously, I get where you're going, but you guys need to pump the brakes a little bit.
Oh, man. Yeah, it'll be fun to see what they manage to do, but good to see Raga.
Yeah,
definitely also
see Raga
get
back.
Fired up behind them, I'm sure. So, 5-1. OG winning 5 in a row. And you're right, they do have a really good buy. Double AWP on CT side Inferno. Pretty much have all the grenades they could possibly want. So yeah, this is now. This is where they, if they have something, then here's the time to prove it.
Nice HE comes in, staggers them, but OG powering straight up short already. Alexi B once again taking point with the bomb, no less. They are committed to this bomb side, OG, and it's not going their way this time. Breezy still alive in pit. We lose Cirque on the site, though, so it's a 2v1 versus Breezy, and Valde's gonna jump at him. That's gonna cost him his life. Breezy still in this. Buys all the time for Ethan to rotate. And that was a big round for him. Quad kill for Breezy, and that's how it's done, staying alive in pit the entire time.
So well done. I'm so shocked by this round because I can almost guarantee you one single well-placed flashbang, because they're so close to the bomb site, and EG get wiped out in this round. But somehow it just wasn't there in time. It'd be really fun to go back and watch that in slow motion, because I don't know how Breeze isn't more flashed or anything. Like, there's just so one flashbang would have done it.
Well, the way that they're playing that too, OG, they're putting the bomb on Alexi, and they're throwing Alexi in first as the entry fragger, which basically means it's do or die, boys. We have to get this site, or the round is over, because that guy died with the bomb on the site. There's no backing off.
Yeah, no plan B, in other words. What do we do if this doesn't work? What?
It doesn't work. What do you mean?
Didn't plan for that. But, I mean, if you just look at it from OG's point of view, what they've learned so far in this game, as far as I can tell, is they can win top mid. They seem super confident. Again, they didn't have a fight there. They ran into the grenade, like you said, but they can do that, and they can get so close to the A-bomb side. If I know that on the T side, that's so much to work with. You can go back and revisit that any time, and again, one grenade that works out in your favor, and that's it. You probably win that round. So Yeah, let's see. Maybe they just want to. Looks like they're going to want to test B instead, and I guess why not?
Why not? You just got shut down on A. Let's try the other site real quick. Ooh, Cirque isn't too far away. He'll be able to rotate over, but oh, he needs to survive a little bit longer than that. Nicely done here by Stan. 1-for-1 trade, and now Cirque's on the scene, and he has not been smoked off. There's a chance for him to step in here. Stan, once again, finding another kill. Man advantage now for Evil Geniuses and OG. What is that? How does Mantu get that kill?
I don't know. It looked like he shot him right under the arm or something. Still 20 seconds. They do need a bomb plant here in a 2-on-2. So a little bit sketchy, throwing over the AWP to Isa and looking for a way to get that kill long range. The flick doesn't connect, but Mantu's there with a headshot now. 10 seconds left, and he's going for the fight out in the open. Breeze will win it. I can't believe it. Looked like OG had brought it back. You've got to point this out. Cirque is a little bit of a hero in this round. The fact that he could throw that flashbang, he's so exposed. If anyone peeks him in CT spawn, he's dead immediately. He threw that for Stanislaw to get that next kill. I can't understand how this isn't a kill for Cirque, but still, the fact that he went and froze the flashbang is pretty epic. So 5-3 though. That's all the money gone for OG all of a sudden.
It's all of their bank, but because they had such clean rounds, I was about to touch on that, right? EG keep winning these rounds, but it's a bit touch and go. They're not building a bank off of this, and so they're not out of the doghouse just yet. They've got 3 rounds on the board, good, but they don't have much money. Whereas OG, all right, they're losing some money. They had some money to start with, and now OG, if they can take this round here, it could get dicey for EG once again. Nice aggression from Evil Geniuses. This is the kind of confidence play we need to see from EG.
Yeah.
They need to be getting out there and bullying OG. They are supposed to be the favorite in this matchup, Evil Geniuses. They need to get out there and they need to take the fights.
It gives them so much to work with. Just a little bit more confidence. They have actually still gone and stacked the B bomb site, which, again, given the success over at A for OG, you'd think maybe that's a little bit of a risk, but they bring Breeze back pretty quickly, so they're just gonna... Just for, all of 10 seconds, that was an issue. And now they have a very, very powerful defense. And it's, I don't know, 3 smokes and 1 Molotov there for OG to make something work. Still 50 seconds on the clock, but I guess it's a classic, isn't it? You're a man down, you just go B.
Yeah,
it's Inferno after all.
It's fine. You still have a couple of nades as well. You don't need as many nades to get into B. You got the coil smoke, you got the CT smoke, you got a molly for oranges if you want on MBK, and you just run in. Thing is that with that boost, he doesn't even care. You molly me? Doesn't matter. I'm going to shoot you in the face. And, well, nicely done. Ethan gets his 1. Stan playing it safe. Not going to get the flash. Still gets a kill on Mantu, but NBK is there to trade it, at least still. NBK and Val, the last 2 alive here for OG. 18 seconds and looking for the bomb plant. Just now going to get it.
Yeah, that grenade was actually set up, I think, to try and hit the guy planting the bomb, but it was a little bit further back through the smoke, though, and that flashbang is going to be too late. So now it's on NBK, 1 versus 4, and I'd say chances are pretty low that he can make this happen. They've already spotted him out, and Cirque will take him down, and that will be another round for EG, their 3rd in a row, and saving pretty much everything, even upgrading into 2 AKs. That's a huge turnaround for them. And, I mean, you said it. It had to be that round at 5-1 that they started changing it, and that's pretty much what they've done.
They seem like they're playing with a bit more confidence here. Maybe it just needed a few rounds, right, to shake off the rust on EG's side. Start remembering, hey, we're actually supposed to be the favorite team here. Yeah. We've got the heavy hitters. You know, we should be winning duels.
Hold on a minute.
I mean, Stan is actually popping off a little bit now as well. He's had a strong start from the beginning. 8 frags, but I mean, it's Breezy actually. And again, this was mentioned by the desk.
Yes.
If Breezy steps up and top frags for this team, it's going to be very hard for OG to match that kind of talent.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, at one point he was just trying to be the best player in 2019, wasn't he? He was gunning for that. Certainly had a string of events where it looked absolutely outrageous.
And then turns out burnout is a real thing, and
keeping up with Simple and Cyber is just really, really not easy, is it?
What was it? 13,000 hours, I think, from Simple. 13,500, something like that. He's got some crazy number in CS.
Yeah, he's a freak, isn't he?
That's the thing.
In the best possible way. They have set up really to defend this mid this time. 3 people, 2 at Arch and 1 at Quad there. They're up against Pistol, so it should be fine, but yeah, that's a lot of presence for mid. Only danger, I guess, is if they jump out apartments, or Breeze is going to be upset that they're coming at him from 2 sides.
I'm very curious to see what happens in the next round. This is a bit of a half buy coming in from OG. Pistols, Kevlar, handful of nades to work with, and an AK on Isa, so we'll see if that pays off for him. But again, they're being very direct, OG, in that they're gathering up, and there's not much like subtlety to it. It's, oh, we're here at this site, we're going to this site. It's not a fake or anything like that. EG have got to be picking up on this.
Yeah. Oh, if Tarek had got caught there, he was actually transitioning into the pit. If he would have got caught in that running, that would have been terrible. They've smoked off towards Little Pit over at the library, and Valda will take down Tarek in the pit anyway. So pushing through, but they already know it, and he's in a little bit of trouble. He actually needs some backup here. He can't go down. He'll try and flash his way out, but the bomb will be planted. Stanislaw coming in with the flank, and he will get the kill on MBK as well. That's pretty quick, and now it's a 3-on-3, and EG have to win this.
This is snap decision time. Do you let them win out on half eco here? Or do you actually manage to get it done and save? This is going to be it now for Evil Geniuses moving together. All three, they want to take this fight. It looks like Valda has been spotted, getting chipped down. Bit of pressure on him. Cirque with a nice flick. Takes down Montu, and it's looking like it's going to go EG's way. Nice retake on the side of EG. Bit touch and go. You see the decision where they're kind of hesitating. Do we pull back? Do we save? Do we play this safe? Or do we get in there and establish dominance?
I mean, it shouldn't have got to that point, but it's a good job that they won it back the way that they did. If they had lost that round, that would have been truly crushing. OG are probably doing pretty well to be at 5 rounds already, so that's pretty critical there.
What I'm curious about now is whether OG keep on this same path of being very straightforward with how they're going about their T side. You know, getting everybody together, like just running right up a site. They aren't even really splitting A. It's not like they're putting anybody over towards long. It's like we're going to put 4 bodies on short and just walk up short to get onto that site. So now do OG have anything in their back pocket that's a little bit more subtle? Do they take over Banana, leave a body lurking over there? Do they start getting into that kind of game here? Because if they keep running headlong into EG like this, EG have got the fraggers. They will start hitting shots once they get warmed up, and it's looking like that's what's happening.
Yeah, one thing that we haven't even seen yet that I think could absolutely start to happen is if someone like Cirque starts hitting AWP shots at the first corner in the middle, and then he falls back and hits another one, suddenly you're down 2 people before you even actually get close to the site. So, yeah, maybe they should try and play it a bit more standard like you're suggesting and just get control of Banana and top mid and then see what you find out. A lot of presence at top Banana, though, and they're going to be fighting right away. That's an incredible flick there from Valde. It looked like he actually wasn't in position for it, but he made it work anyway, and they're going to be happy about that. Stanislaw actually being flashed out into Banana, but that's dangerous.
It's like the pistol round all over again, right?
Yeah.
You get it all over again, right up to top Banana. Now you put pressure on EG, and now EG are going to be guessing, where are they going? Are they going to come B? Because that's what's been the play so far. Or are they going to rotate back? And here we go. OG, all part of the game. Breezy holding close, though. He can ruin it all. 1-for-1 trade. Cirque still alive on the site, though, and this is going to be it. Misses the shot, and that has got to be OG's round.
Wow. Never trust the guy with the M4A1 holding that close corner with... It just doesn't have the stopping power, does it?
Nah,
like anything would be better.
There, man.
Get the MP9 or something. Anything but that. It's not that many people left, but I guess he was one of them. Stanislaw just going to be... Well, he's kind of close by. He's a kid. No smokes. If they forget, it could happen. There's a 1 in a million chance, I guess.
I think the million chance is him just saving right now. Where is that AWP? Oh, the AWP got dropped on site as well, so you can't even save that AWP. That's a bit of kick in the pants right now. You'd really like to be saving that AWP. Ethan could potentially drop one. Could drop one next round, but man, it would be tough.
They are so looking for it, aren't they? Woo! That's a good headshot on Alexi B, but again, yeah, there's more people nearby. It's not going to be an issue at all. Was it Chad that was tweeting about the radius of the explosion needed to be bigger to avoid people just picking up items or weapons, I guess?
Yeah, saving and... I mean, I think he was talking about surviving on B site, Dust 2.
Yeah, I think that was it.
But it is still... That's just a tough break there for Breezy. Tough. But I mean, it is still a... like people surviving in pit. On Inferno has always been a bit questionable. It should be a little bit more risky for you to be able to get out of that site to give at least a chance for the CTs to whittle you down a little bit economically. Yeah, there is. Fight your way out.
It could be a fun thing to experiment with. Just seeing what would happen to the game if you increased it a bit. Would it have a big impact, or would people not even notice?
I'd be very curious. Right now, once again, rinse and repeat. It worked last round, so let's do that again. Take control of top Banana for OG. Oh, safe smokes going down from OG. Not sure about the molly, but the smoke goes down at least.
Yeah, they don't catch anyone with it, but they had that boost in middle. That was Tarek and Cirque boosted up to look in the middle, and they actually get ease. And look at how the weapons they have, EG. They needed that opening kill. That's huge for them. Really, really well done. Still plenty of time, and they really only have 1 smoke, which is a huge issue on that CT side right now.
Minute on the clock for OG. And so where do we go now? It's looking like group up and go here for OG. They've got control of apartments now. Once again, NBK is going to be clearing that out. And it's looking like the bomb is going to make its way over towards A as well. So OG looking solid. Group. I mean, this is what you got to do. If you realize your opponent doesn't necessarily have the best buy, you'd much rather just group up and go against pistols than run into the rifle, where you know perhaps the rifle is. They're probably gambling right now, thinking Cirque is rotated over towards B. He got that pick on A, so maybe the op is out of position over towards CT or Arch, right? Maybe we can just YOLO in here. And so OG have a chance.
And right now, they're avoiding the AWP completely. Now, they are going to get really close to that Mag 7, but there are no more grenades left on the CT side. So let's see how good these grenades are for the T's, though. Stanislaw gets a headshot in on MBK just as the smoke goes up, and they only got 15 seconds. They need to move right now.
Oh, my goodness gracious. This is nuts. Another one here. Tarek. I mean, this is the shutdown. 6 seconds left on the clock for OG. The round is pretty much done. And Manto at that point is just trying to die. He does not want to live through that clock and just not have any money.
Yeah.
Too much hesitation there on the side of OG.
I mean, that's the difference between that smoke going up before MBK's dies and not is probably pretty big. But then these CCs, this is great work for Tarek.
That's right. I forgot the CZ.
Yeah.
Turns out you got a pocket machine gun. Still.
It still works pretty well.
Still so good.
There are some people that are just freakishly good with that weapon. I'm not one of them, so I just don't like the weapon, you know?
Splusha still the established king, like the CZ king.
But he is still really, really good with it. Like, he's got some sort of weird ability.
Ooh.
That was Ethan going down. He got shot right halfway through the wall, I think. And there's another one for Man2. Now it's looking way better. And that was EG really trying to flex on them. You could tell they wanted to crush them from Banana and from middle, and they got absolutely slapped for it.
Stan gets this kill. Just wait. He's been so good so far.
He's got the advantage. I think halfway inside the smoke. Valdez looking at him, though. He knows.
Yeah. If it comes down to whether Valdez has the angle or not. Oh, he gets the headshot.
Unfair, isn't it?
It's a tough break, man. If he had an AK, he'd have won that.
I mean, it has changed a little bit over time, but obviously, right now, the game definitely seems to favor the guy that is more inside the smoke. Like, they seem to get visibility just half a second early. I think Electronic established this for us really well when Navi were here. He just got, I don't know, most of his kills from hiding inside of a smoke, which is fair play. If you find out that something, well, I mean, I think most people know that that's how it works right now, but he exploited it to a really high degree, so more power to him.
Good discipline here on the side of OG, though. It looked like they were gearing up to go hunting, and somebody pulled that plug on that and said, nope, because if you look at their money, they don't have much in the bank right now. And so OG, it's more important to keep your guns alive than it is to get rid of that op on Cirque's side. I really like that call from OG. They want to finish this first half strong. The game revolves so much around economy now.
Yeah, don't really want to be, I mean, you know, hunting down Cirque, that doesn't sound like a good plan anyway.
Yeah, the guy's got the angle.
He's so quick.
Raga looking comfortable.
But now, you know, the pressure is on Cirque, though, to make something of this round. Wow, he couldn't even see anything, could he? They actually need for this AWP to work. 7 rounds for OG is pretty impressive. All right. He's not excited?
Stan's not impressed.
No. I would throw Cirque into the middle to battle these people with the AWP. Just get it done. Run boost him in there if you have to. Just do anything. Oh, they are going to run boost him in there. Well done. I appreciate the effort. It's a cool idea.
What are almost
the calls? So if I shout loudly, maybe they can hear it.
What do they do next, Anders? Come on. You've clearly written the game plan here.
Hopefully they don't follow my game plans. Probably it's not going to work out well.
Nice nade onto Alexi, though. Drops him down to half. 7-6 for OG in the lead now on T-side Inferno. And, well, as far as Evil Geniuses are concerned, now it's back to pistols. This worked for them last time. OG were kind enough, you know, to give him a slow approach onto the site, let them pick away at him. But now Stan going to be falling back, and he's certainly going to die. Still hits the headshot, but it's not going to be enough. Brazy, though, blinded. Perfect timing.
Oh, man.
Can't catch a break.
You definitely feel the pain because it looked like he was trying to be very patient, conserving the bullets, like don't run out, and then the flashbang came through. Circus here and standing in the fire, definitely a new approach.
That's the op down though. What's the money at right now? It's going to be tough. It's going to be a bit cut here for EG.
It's not looking good.
Just wondering if he's going to be able to pick up that AWP in the next round. Should be able to. So EG now. This is it, 15th round, and hoping that they're going to be able to put somewhat of a buy together. All right, there we go.
He was so focused, I'm not sure he realized that his feet were on fire. So, I mean, that's either that or he just consigned himself to the fact that he was never going to get out.
Just accept your fate.
Go on without me. Leave me behind. It doesn't matter anymore.
I'm wondering if this is the time. I mean, you still have 3 timeouts right now. Could be the good time here, but it's not going to happen. They're committing into it. They're running straight in, but you could have called for a timeout here just to kind of set this last round up for OG. 8-6. OG now in a position to end it 9-6 on T-side Inferno versus Evil Geniuses. Super solid here from OG in the first half.
Yeah, they are doing I think a better job than most people were expecting. They're back to this particular boost that they used earlier. They got the kill on MBK earlier, but this time he actually has a Krieg, and since he's... Oh, it doesn't even matter. Instant headshot. I was going to say he would have been uniquely prepared for that one just because it was him, but still more people here, and there's that shot of the corner for Cirque.
Nice setup on the side of EG. And this is where Cirque starts to get to rotating around. He can go and find Velda now if he wants, and OG... Bit of a tight spot. Mantu working his way in here, hoping that Cirque was still holding that angle. Not going to be the case. And they've been playing fairly passively short. So I'm curious if they try to wrap back around over towards Arch side right now for OG. Cirque is ready and waiting. Tarek is there. Breeze as well. This is a solid defense on the A side for Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, everything is working out for them in this round. The only thing that may be a problem is they only have 2 smokes left. But with 5 versus 3, you'd still think, yeah, but is that really going to make the difference? 40 seconds, and they're actually doing a very good job at Ethan's got his smoke just in hand over at B-bomb site, so he's just ready and waiting in case somebody shows up. And yeah, that's just heads-up play. If you only have 2 smokes, and that was at a minute, and they still save them, that's some pretty good discipline. Now
you want to see Ethan just throw it. At 30 seconds, just throw your smoke, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, now I mean, because that smoke's going to last minimum 15, so now there's going to be very little time here for OG. What are they looking at utility-wise? A couple of flashes. They will have a smoke for coils and 1 for CT. And this is it. Ethan misjudges, but a flash comes in. Doesn't save him, though. Alexi B picks up 1. Stan only finds the 1 as well. 2 alive on the bomb site now. And OG, they can win this situation.
Yeah, they absolutely can. Oh, man, you could see he wanted that pre-fire as they came for the smoke with the UMP, and the flashbang was so good against him. Now, well, they're hiding in the corner. Mantu's there as well to pick up Tarek. That's pretty good for OG. They've now put it into a 2-on-2, and he still has a Molotov, Mantu. So if they're not quick, they don't have a kit right now. If he throws that onto the bomb within the next 5 seconds, they're going to have such a rough time. Cirque trying to make the jump. There's the Molotov on the bomb, and now Breeze in a 1 versus 2. And he picked up a kit in the meantime. I guess that's something, but how do you fight your way through this? He knows he's in a lot of trouble, and just trying to see if he could walk around, but they're not even giving him the fight. This is so well played by OG. A lot of patience, and it's going to be the round for them. 9-6 in their favor. A good double kill there at the end for Mantu. Oh, look at Isa.
A bit of a pop-off. I like it.
See, but it could definitely backfire as well. Look at what EG have bought here in this pistol round. That's 2 smokes and 2 Molotovs and a couple of flashbangs. So they're ready for an execute, leaning towards Banana. They're probably right now. Tarek is second mid, Stanislaw is middle. They're just checking out if OG are going to be spotting anything out, but I'm assuming they're going to go for a full execute against Alexi B. That's shooting sparrows with cannons at this point, isn't it?
You hate to see it when
he's alone.
OG going for the gamble. We'll put 4 on A. They're going to come A, right? And unfortunately for you, it's not looking like it's going to be the case. You guys are going to have a tough retake on your hands here unless Alexi B can do some damage.
Well, there's always a chance for a random shot for the smoke. That can happen. But if not, I'm assuming it's going to be there's going to have to be a full-on retake. He has a flashbang and a kit, so he's just going to have to wait for everyone else to show up. Oh, there's the one random shot coming through, and he's going to be falling back. That's actually more than he could have hoped for. Now, 4 versus 5 retake. If he can set up that 1 flashbang for a teammate, I would say he's risking it even now, just trying to do that. Wait for everyone to get into play. See if they could do it. Is he going to be flashing over into Banana? He could do that against Cirque and Tarek as well. There's the flash. It goes high, and Cirque, he's not affected. Still firing that Glock. He's going to get a kill, and will follow up with another headshot. They still bring it back into a 2-on-1, and Breeze is now inside of the bomb site, and they're coming for him. Alexi, he's still got that kit in hand. He could still actually turn this around. Early defender on B, flanking out right, and Breeze, he's now trying burst fire mixed in. He gets a headshot at the end, and will win the round for EG. What a close round.
It's the finest of margins, Anders, when it comes down to this. You pointed it out. It was the perfect catch. Alexi B setting up that flash for his teammates, and what he forgets to say is, turn away, guys.
Yeah, don't look.
Unfortunately for him, he ends up flashing 3 of his teammates when they're taking a fight. It couldn't have been at a worse timing, even though it's such a great idea. It's such a great idea if you manage to pull it off. So, tough break there for OG. And Evil Geniuses, that's exactly what they needed. They needed to start this half strong. They're behind in this so far. 7-9, Evil Geniuses win the pistol round on the T side. They're trailing, but now they have a chance.
Yeah, that's definitely huge. I would, again, it would be fun to go back and look at a replay and just see where exactly in the air did that flash go off and what was the results. That was almost the whole round, I think, hinging on the outcome of that flashbang, which is kind of incredible to imagine. Now we've got Deagles and a CEC and actually 4 smokes. That can put some pressure on a T side if they're really careful and slow and don't force them to use these smokes early on. That could be trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it's already a minute on the clock right now. You would kind of want for Evil Geniuses to start forcing some of this utility out, and not a perfect... Oh, that nade, though. That hurt.
Tempting to look.
It almost made me think of what you were saying earlier. Just leave that gap, and then he puts the HE there because he knows that somebody's going to be taking advantage of the gap in the smoke. Next level nade games coming out here.
You want to ask them, but would they ever give you a solid answer? Wouldn't they always just say, of course?
Of course. I'm that smart. Look at the size of my forehead.
Oh, man. Valdir and Alexi B over at the B bomb site. They have set up the 1 smoke, and they still have an HE that Valdir just put out and his flashbang, but they're out of smokes in this bomb site. That's very bad news, I think.
Oh, we know that the Deags are in place. Ooh, Mantu, though, takes down Tarek. OG whittling down Evil Geniuses. 19 seconds left on the clock, and they've got to go.
Yeah, actually through the smoke, he actually does connect, but Alexi B about to get shot in the back. The Deagle, he'll get the 1 kill. 10 seconds on the clock. They need that bomb plant right now, and it can't be interrupted. The boost is super dangerous. No one's watching for it, and that's the round gone. Oh, no. That was the one thing they had to be looking for. OG will win the round. Time running out. Look at Rugger. He's taunting them. Eases back with the high fives. Everyone's having a party now.
That is so sick. The priority... Knowing where the clock was, all you have to do to win the round is stop that bomb plant from happening. And now we'll get the replay here. This is Ethan. Ethan, at this point, is trusting his teammates. That's all he can do. And Cirque is just a split second too late. Split second too late, and that decides the round. Rugga. All right, then. All right, then.
That's unbelievable. I'm shocked by so many things. I can't believe that they weren't quicker to react, OG, once they found the first guy in Arch, the T player there, because... that is a strong signal that it could be a B-split. This time they've got M4s and an auto shotgun. A lot of fire. Oh, they've left all of Arch open, though, and they'll catch Breeze. That actually takes a lot of the power out of it, but it might not be done yet.
So that's both pistol rounds won for Evil Geniuses, and then both follow-up rounds lost by Evil Geniuses. So Evil Geniuses right now really struggling dealing with those force buys. And while right now, OG... it is a bit tit for tat. Cirque making it expensive. It's Tarek in a 1v2 now. Last Alive in a 1v1 could turn it around here for Evil Geniuses. This would be a huge clutch if he could pull this off.
It's looking so good. And for Alexi B walking into the middle, he's picked up a Krieg. That's pretty good. And, I mean, I'm not even sure who has the element of surprise. Tarek is smart to have walked out of that bomb site and just reposition himself. So now, kind of at even odds, I guess. Alexi B walking in from one side. He's got no kit, no smoke, or anything to force this fight against Tarek. And Tarek is at a really nasty off angle. He just relocates, and this might be a little bit of a problem. Is he going to spot him as he jumps up into the graveyard? I'm not sure about that. His head is going to be showing, and the spam is not working. Oh, Alexi surviving on 13 health, and he's not going to have the kit. He just has to run. Oh, man, that's rough because that should have been their round. They should have been 11-7, and with, just building an even bigger lead. What a huge round for EG to be winning.
It's such a fast pace getting set here by both of these teams as well.
Yeah.
Just running right in on each other. And it's at the beginning of the round. You hardly have time to talk about the round pass before they're already struggling against each other in the following round. And so Evil Geniuses right now, that is the key round that they needed. If they had let OG just run away with it, same way that it planned out in the first half, where OG chains some rounds together, they start feeling it, and they just eliminate that margin for error, Evil Geniuses would be in a real tight spot on OG's map. And now, Evil Geniuses, once again, straight up to top banana, taking control, and Breezy.
Wow.
Finds Alexi B before he can get around the corner in CT, and kills himself.
Unlike Epstein, Ethan immediately goes down. I actually can't believe... I don't know what just happened at Top Banana. I just have no idea what was going on there. 3 versus 4 at the moment, and this is outrageous.
Anders, his teammates didn't leave him hanging. That's the important thing. That's the important.
Important to know, definitely. Hopefully we can get some actual replay. This is outrageous.
It's toasty in here, Anders.
It is. The temperatures is rising here at the studio for
But
good
it is
reason.
Valentine's, right? You know,
It's
expected.
Valentine's.
to be expected.
Maybe they've put rose petals in the confetti machine or something. Get everyone ready.
I'm waiting. Well, they don't have to wait much longer on this B site. OG, as they go charging in, Evil Geniuses open it up with the one. Valda's going to be here. Cirque, though, not to be caught sleeping. Hits the instant headshot, and so rotation coming in from OG, but this is just going to feed money to Tarek. If they commit to this, it's going to get dicey. Yeah, they're thinking better of it.
I'm so confused about the setup in that B bomb site for the remaining 2 players. Because surely there must have been a conversation going something like, who's the first point of contact? And as soon as you are engaged in the fight, I'll swing out for the... It seemed like it was very disjointed. Like, from the first kill going down to, I guess, Valde sort of trying to do something with that rifle, just seemed like there was an extra second and a half, which might not sound like a lot, but it kind of is. Would
you chalk that up to communication then?
Yes, yeah, something like that. I guess I'm just, it could just also be maybe they're not so used. They haven't done that particular scenario 100 times yet between the 2 of them.
Oh yeah, hold on, let's see what this is about.
He's just, he's getting tagged and then it spreads. All right.
It just spread onto him at the very end. What a meme.
He knows. That's on Reddit. He's like, oh.
Let's get some 1Gs in the chat. Can we get some 1Gs in the chat?
As the coach.
Yeah, well, he's
That's
dancing
fine.
at the summit. All right, 10-9, OG. Hard eco now for them after that round where they'd invested their money, and so Evil Geniuses should be tying it up. They have the buy, they have the nades, and Issa's got the 1 dig. So that's a man advantage for OG.
Sit down. He just put him into the ground, didn't he? 4 vs 5 in this round, and the odds kind of, I would get, now it's 3-1 in, still EG being favored, so we're kind of a little bit back there. I guess the score's kind of even up, so it makes sense.
Interesting.
That's how it started, I believe.
I'm wondering if they actually went even further over towards Evil Geniuses than they did at the beginning. Well, stack from OG here. So this is a call that you can definitely make on a hard eco like this. Is just put bodies on a bomb site and cross your fingers and hope that Evil Geniuses walk in. It's not looking like EG are going to take the bait, though.
I'm wondering if people are making the same kind of calculation that you were hinting at earlier, that if they do win Inferno, then Nuke is up next. If EG do, because then you could say, actually, that's probably looking pretty good for them at that point in time.
Nuke, definitely the more technical map, too. So when you're talking about, roster, international roster, comms, have they had that much time to start mapping out or preparing for that kind of map?
Yeah,
Nuke is going to be rough, I think, for OG.
I agree. Definitely. It should be anyway. NBK's alone. Tarek, there's a lot of people running through middle and just tickling him with the pistol at range, but eventually he does go down. NBK spotted over the box. Ethan, that's a nice kill, because if NBK is allowed to delay all of this, suddenly the backup is there. They should not be winning this round, realistically. They have only 1 armor, no grenades or kits or anything, so might want to just try and box them in and make this really expensive and maybe try and steal a gun.
Name of the game. If you're Velda right now, I think you want to hold on to this Krieg, so you're not the one who's kind of going in here trying to make plays happen. I think it's got to be on Issa and Montu to try and find a gun here for themselves. But the bombs are ticking, and at some point, EG are going to have to start making their way over to the pit, and this is on Montu. If he can chip away at least a little bit at one of these guys, make it so that if you try and hide in pit, Bud Breezy's ready, hits that shot, insta-kill.
Yeah, you're right as well. Valde did not want to get involved, just happy to do that. They don't have a grenade to go for that Doja ending.
Exactly.
Well, it's all tied up. 10-10 now as we move into round number 21. And yeah, it's impossible to call at the moment. Valde doing really well at 21 kills, right behind him on the other team is Breeze at 20. And I guess Ethan and NBK are kind of bottom of the scoreboard in some sense. Hard to know if how much, over time. I would guess that NBK early on is going to be putting a lot more resources into just using experience and trying to, structure the whole team together and make all of that work.
He is the kingmaker after all.
Yeah, but you would want over time for him to feel more relaxed, right? Like he can't be stuck in that role. He has to be fragging a lot more as well. But I'm guessing that probably will something that we're going to see. Hopefully we will see.
Well, they're on the CT side right now, and NBK actually does a bit of the calling on the CT side as well for OG.
You're right.
So they OG have an interesting situation now where they have 3 in-game leaders essentially, or 3 guys with enough experience who want to have a say in things.
It's like a whole Virtus Pro situation.
Yeah, exactly, and we've seen how that goes in the past. But I think the reality is that Alexi is still calling the majority. NBK's taking more of a role on the CT side, and then it seems like Velda is kind of in there as well, but not with a fixed role. But maybe that's going into it where NBK's feeling the heat a little bit. He's feeling a bit of pressure here, having to take responsibility for the CT side, and that may be impacting his individual game.
Yeah, it's really hard to know. It's one of those things that would be fun to investigate over time. Pushing away Mantu. I would say if they had gone for a wide peek there and he misses the shot, that's the B-bomb side done. Not that they could really know that. Cool attempt at a double nade, and they're also trying to fight for top mid a little bit. They just want to, this is more of a standard play. Just force out banana, force out top mid.
Mantu, though. Mantu with the big plays. All right, you wanted to take control of top banana. Now I'm going to have that back, and we're going to see Stanislav rotating over towards CT. I like this a lot. Great information play here from OG.
Absolutely. They're even rotating Valda back. You're absolutely right. They're so
Valda,
happy they know everything.
Velda, Stan, they look the same a little bit on the minimap, you know what I mean?
Well, not far off it. Stan's got more of a jawline. Maybe not. We'll get someone. Get the Photoshops up and running. They have 3 people inside of the A-bomb site with 30 seconds left. They're going to get crushed from a bunch of angles. Valda going to get smoked off. Can he get there to help in time? 25 seconds, and that is not a good start for the defense. Isa out in the open and flashed as well. They all go down. Alexi with that MP9, that was never going to do enough. They would have had to get all 5 kills more or less. So they had the read. They knew what was coming. They had 4 people there, and it still doesn't work.
Yeah.
That's not ideal, is it?
Well, it's tough because Velda, it's like that smoke goes down at Arch, and then you might as well have not have rotated.
Yeah,
the impact that you're going to have in that situation. So it's like, does he need to be in library, or does he need to be through Arch already? It's a tough break for him. Mantu's going to find the shot. That's not a shock for Evil Geniuses. They know where he is. It's a question of whether or not they want to go in here and hunt too much because they don't have much of a bank on the side of EG.
I think the question at that particular moment, some good shots, is something like, how do you have 4 people at the A-bomb site, and I think at least the first 2 end up fighting where there's no retaliation, right? That they're just having individual fights that they either win or lose. Like at least, especially with like 20 seconds left, you want to set this up. This is the first one.
Yeah,
no one's refragging that one. And Isa at the follow-up. He's out of the open. He almost escaped the map there. But
he's got hops.
He's
all right, so that's. Yeah, you're right to point that out because they were all in positions where it's like 1v1 duels.
Yeah.
So if you lose the duel, you're toast. And then you got a man with an MP9 in pit. You're just hoping that jumping off a balcony basically with that guy with the MP9 there.
Yeah.
But then maybe you want to put the MP9 on short instead. It's a tough one. Nice trade. 1 for 1, top banana already. But EG have taken the lead 11-10 on T side here.
Alexi B looked like for a minute he wanted to stand inside the smoke with the AWP. But then the saner part of his mind won that conversation. Was like, this is not a good idea at all, is it? What am I doing if that shot doesn't hit? They have an AWP and pistols, and that's it for OG. EG are actually about to run away with this game in kind of a sizable way. Their money's not that bad.
Yeah, this is the round where they need like clean, right?
Yeah. Oh, they almost lined up for a double there. He's back through the smoke. That actually helps him out a little bit. They can catch him, and now it's a 2-on-2. He's got the open position. He sees the direction of those grenades. He definitely knows. He tries to make that jump, but he just can't see anything. The bomb is going to be going down inside of the site, and he's guessing at the angle, not really sure exactly where that is. The flashbang won't do much, and now Valda coming in from the other side with another AWP, and he actually legs him right through the wall, and Breeze is just quick to return. Now it's Alexi B, and a missed shot here could cost him everything. He's trying to guess it. Stanislaw playing at the edge, and I don't know what he could do. He has to fall back. Man, that is so close. You wanted them to do that.
You really did. And at the same time, facing into Kriegs, it's just a bad idea as an op now. It's so hard to win those duels. You got to win. You got to hit that shot, because if you don't, you're a dead man for sure. It's not repeak and, you get a second chance at it. But that goes from them being able to save 2 ops to only being able to hold on to the 1 here for OG.
Yeah.
Evil Geniuses, though, 12-10. Extending the lead, but that was way more expensive than it needed to be for them. So it's still doable here for OG to bring it back. It's not end days, because EG's bank hasn't gone out of control. They're keeping it close here, OG.
They are keeping it close, and they've won 5 in a row catching fire right now. And
BK, buy a kit, please.
get one.
Oh, okay, he gets an HE instead.
Always need the one, at least. 23rd round. Yeah, I don't know. 5 in a row, that's a scary thing to look at if you're OG right now. They do have almost everything that they want in this round, so I guess that's kind of good news. And again, a pretty good... I'm so worried about that last round, where they're doing kind of a similar thing where they had man 2 at the corner, and they knew everything about that A-bomb site, and they still couldn't defend it. That's not confidence building.
Whoa. Mantu trying to take the off angle. That costs him. Nicely done. And acceleration behind this from Evil Geniuses. All 5 here, ready to go. Quick rotation coming out from LXCB, and we will get MBK as well, but it's not going to be fast enough.
No, it doesn't seem like it. The smoke goes up. The bomb is being planted in front. Valdin not going to get anything. The grenade, yeah, it'll do a bit of damage, but the bomb has already been planted. Isa is still at Archway. They have to just back out. They don't want to try and do this, and I can't really blame them for it. That is 6 rounds in a row for EG, and the immediate decision, like you said, kill, boom, let's go.
No hesitation on the side of Evil Geniuses. That's fantastic work on their side. You get that op. You pointed it out earlier. You can use that op as an anchor on the B site, and you can leave him alone. If he's playing passive and just holds, odds of him going down that way, not too high. Turns out, Evil Geniuses, they knew exactly how to go on it, and they managed to pounce and get that round. 13 rounds on the board now for Evil Geniuses, and a perfect round means their bank is going to get out of control now.
They might have a bit of an idea, EG, about how that's working out, because the way that they took Banana the previous round, they threw a Molotov in that position, and this time they boosted. So they have a strong feeling that if that AWP is in play, probably it's around that corner. So maybe if it's still in play and they know it, so or they probably, yeah, they should know it. So then the question is, will they just try and like triple grenade it this time? Because if they do that, that would be the perfect confirmation that they have a pretty good idea about how Man 2 likes to play. Although he's on the other side now, so I guess it's all theoretical at the moment. But yeah, EG seem much better prepared on the T side here than they did on the CT side. At least maybe they just warmed up more, I don't know.
Great read here from OG, though. Time to go aggressive. Oh, but Breezy charging. MBK just can't catch a break. Caught with the nade in his hand, and it's a quick execute coming in here from Evil Geniuses. Trading it back, though. OG with 3 quick kills. Just like that. This time it bites Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, but a kill could have absolutely changed all of that. Now it's Suck in a 1 versus 4, and they should be able to do this. Valder will clean him up pretty quickly. Nice triple for Valder in this round. But if they had got the second kill up in the apartments, or the first one they ran into there, I think that would have collapsed everything.
I'm curious what happened on the rest of it, because we saw the apartments one, fair enough, but how did the other guys on EG die? Because they were so quick to move in. NBK dies so fast, which means that you should be able to rotate onto that site and have that long, and you should have the long, well, actually they lost the short pinch, I guess, losing that man in apartments.
Yeah,
but
that was
still,
part of it.
You should have eyes onto short, and you should be able to find something there, or onto pit, and you should be able to find something there. So Evil Genius is just losing all the duels, and OG, they get a second chance.
Yeah, that was. They're just going to go back to it again, saying, you know what, that worked, and maybe they won't expect it. A little bit of a power move, I would say. MBK playing close. Actually, the flashbang doesn't work that well against him, and they clean it all up. He's so bold right now, shooting through the middle. He was at a point where I think the first flashbang went behind him. The second one was pretty good, but they were already dead by then.
And that's got to feel good for MBK. He's been sitting on 5 kills for 10 rounds at least. So finally, and in a key round as well. So some confidence there for Nathan Schmidt. And now we get to see Ethan and Cirque still working with some time, but the bomb is dropped, and there's just a crossfire set up here from OG. What do you do if you're Evil Geniuses? You have to frag out, and that's going to be so hard.
Yeah, I mean, they have 1 smoke, so I guess they could, yeah, there's, oh, they throw another one, so fair play. They could do something, but then the Molotov just cancels it all out. And MBK, it's his time. He's going to get a headshot through the wall, and that will put OG on 12 rounds. So they're catching up, breaking that 6-round streak. And also MBK up to 9 kills. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's good. It was his time.
He almost doubled his kill. He needed to get an ace. Then he'd have doubled it in 1 round. There you go.
That would have been something. Oh, man. Just playing that position to not get flashed the first time around is huge.
So still in this for sure, because now EG with no bomb plant, they're on pistols. Big two huge rounds for OG to win back-to-back. And that's allowed them to take some control in the game, and it's also allowed them to build a bank. And so life just got very difficult here for the North Americans. And it's going to be a question of whether or not they can get in here and get a bomb plant on this eco.
Yeah, it did, and it's so, I don't know. I guess that's the problem with having a round where you only get six rounds on that CT side is they still have some work to do. Looks like they're going to try and explode out of the apartments. I'm guessing there'll be a flashbang setup. But no, they just go for it right away. No grenades and nothing, and that's dangerous, but they still pick up some pretty good kills. Circa and Ethan are there, and now Mantu, he gets shot in the face with a stolen Krieg. What a huge turnaround here. EG, never underestimate their firepower. It's LXCB and Valda left, and I guess they almost feel like they have to go for this. A lot of grenades ringing through. No one can see anything inside of the flashes and the smokes and everything else. LXCB is somehow dead. I'm not sure if anyone will ever find out how that happened. And now Valda in a 1 versus 3. He picks up the 1 kill, but they're right underneath. And he might be standing on top of one of them. Ethan gets the kill. Triple for him. And that is 14 rounds for EG. Well, who could have seen that coming?
That's a kick in the teeth for OG as well, man. You win 2 rounds you're not supposed to. You get it done. You're back in the game, and then you lose to an eco.
Yeah, so
14-12. Evil Genius is 2 rounds away from picking up the first map.
I'm so confused by the fact that they didn't throw any flashbangs to get out of the apartments. That seemed like that would have been the worst possible move, and they worked really well. So fair play, I guess.
We can just go real deep on that. Nice nade damage, though, at the beginning of this round. That's unreal. Ethan down to 2 HP.
They're not out of the woods yet. This is madness. If they lose this round, they're still in so much trouble, EG, in spite of everything. It is not really done yet.
Well, the loss bonus is still just kicking away here for OG as well, which is something to keep in mind.
Yeah, that's true.
So they are going to be on this. They're just going to be so hard to break, but Evil Genius is taking control. They're getting methodical here, taking control of top banana. You can still go down that checklist of necessary plays in a round on Inferno. Get top banana control, and then start putting some pressure over towards A. So apartments is clear for Evil Geniuses, and now you're just looking at top mid, and then it's pick which bomb site you want to go to. Nice nade onto Valda.
Yeah, right to the face. But they are very low on health here on EG. They need a clean entry into a bomb site. Any long, prolonged fights, I don't think will be working out in their favor. Smoke to suggest some kind of explosion out of the apartments. I'm guessing that means it's going to be B. It just, you know, they're setting it all up, and they're doing this fake with 30 seconds left. So this is pretty risky. And there's 3 people waiting at B. Once again, OG more or less have the perfect. I'm assuming they're going to try and run back. We'll find out right about now. 20 seconds, and no, it's going to be the other way. Stan, look at running into the bomb site over at B, and now they're going to try and see if they can make this happen. 17 seconds, only Isa in the pit, but 1 good kill, and he won't have it. Tarek will take him down. That is very, very late to be doing this. If Isa wins that first fight, it's not clear that they'll actually be able to do it, and they still might not be out of the woods here. 2 versus 3. Excellent shot from LXCB.
That was gross. He knows that he's apartment, though, so Ethan right now is playing with a little bit. There is enough time now for him to rotate it around to Arch, and that's what Ethan is wondering. Is he going to continue with this or not? This is going to be the make or break shot. You need to kill the man in library, and he doesn't get it. And so now it's on Tarek. Peeks out, finds the 1 on short. HE on him as well. Mantu trying with the wall bangs, playing with it. There's Tarek stepping up big. 2v1 just like that. It's all on AlexiB, and he's out of time.
Yeah, he's just fighting for the weapons now, isn't he? Oh, man. This is quite the round once again. EG, I mean, if they had gone for the B-bomb side, there was not a lot of time left, and OG absolutely thought they would. 3 people stacked over there, and then instead they knock it out the park at the A-bomb side, 15-12. These last couple of rounds are some really disgusting rounds from EG's point of view.
Tarek, though, I'm thinking he's a dead man here.
Yeah.
And just masterfully plays the angle. Mantu just keeps going for wall bangs, hoping to get lucky.
Is he just standing? He's just dancing on that bike back there, isn't he? It's like some sort of circus act.
The Cirque du Soleil showed up.
Just balancing with 1 foot on the front wheel while shooting the Krieg.
YOLO!
They're coming right through Alexi with 2 big openings, though. Shutting it down, the grenade almost chasing him down. So this could still very well be overtime. They were seconds away from losing top banana right there. But good double kill for Alexi.
Alexi. Okay, yeah, that's how it worked out. Never mind.
And he's already rotated away.
Yeah, exactly. He was holding CT, just spamming. But the way that works now is that Evil Geniuses are down 2 players, and OG gets to just stabilize. An interesting call from Evil Geniuses.
Yeah, I guess they have been playing very slow in default, so they were just like, maybe they're not ready. They were ready, but
Or maybe they misread the economy, but I'd find that hard to believe considering they have to know that the round bonus for OG wasn't going away. So they had to assume that there was at least somewhat of a buy going in.
yeah. Well, you get the count wrong, I guess. The defense continues over at the A-bomb site with NBK standing tall. The bomb is on the other side, so I don't think it really matters what Cirque does here.
I don't think that OG know that, though. The smoke is down, and so NBK now just not showing anything. And Cirque has to find one of these players. Spread out. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He just needs some info, doesn't he? Just anything. Gonna pick up the one, but yeah, MBK's there. I was gonna say, just if you could have just seen a gun barrel or anything, that would have been so valuable. But well, 15 to 13, and two rounds in a row here for OG. That sounds so doable.
Yeah, the way that they were set up there makes me think that OG, they didn't know where the bomb was.
Yeah.
Because they were all spread out across the map. So they're just thinking, okay, he's going to run around and one of us is going to shoot him in the face. So that was totally a winnable situation for him there.
If he could have somehow snapped to take down MBK, if he'd seen the gun barrel, he would have known. He could have taken the one fight. He would have turned around. That would have been alarming.
Now, playing patient this time, Evil Geniuses, not just going to go charging into nades and death. Instead, waiting to gather up and go. They have a couple of grenades to work with here, flashes and a single smoke on Cirque, and so they can't just run onto the bomb site.
If they catch them boosting, that would be funny, but I think they're going to be a second too late. Yeah, Flashbang does nothing. Krieg is really good against those pistols. No issue at all, and the spray continues. No chance here. 15-14, and they brought it back to round number 30 now, so it's overtime or bust right here. If you're OG, they have to win this round.
Keep in mind, Anders, this is bonkers. Already EG are having a really strong T side, right? They're getting the rounds. And Breezy is top ranking for him. He's got 26 kills. This is how it's supposed to be going for EG. Breezy's supposed to be at the top, and they're supposed to be going from there. And this is, I mean, if EG are the team that are favored in this situation, you have to be thinking that now's the time where the experience bears out and they just sit OG down. But the OG could definitely be taking us to overtime, and we haven't had too many overtimes this tournament at all, actually.
No, that's true. Weirdly,
what happened to CS:GO overtime?
Yeah, we've dodged that. Although Inferno is a classic map for it, so maybe that's it. You're right. Like they've already shown, I think, some pretty good knowledge about how to play this T side OGs. So EGs. So just one more piece of success, winning top banana again or something like that, and probably that's it. What do OG do though? They have all the grenades. They have everything they could possibly want. Couple of Galils and no AWP on the EG side. If they wanted it, they're not going to get a chance to have it here. And just to stand showing up to check out Banana, nothing else. And they're being real careful in this round once again. And a much more, look at this, apartments again for OG on the defense and ESA down at quad, but nobody at arch side.
It's been such a short focus. That they really want to put their attention here, and they've got the setup. 1-2 combination. Tarek wins the duel, though, and now Mantu doesn't even go for the trade. Tarek with both.
Oh, that is bad news. Mantu's here, but he has to do something. That's a lightning fast pick. He's down in the pit again. He knows they're coming for him, and they almost catch him mid-air. Wants to re-peek it, but yeah, they're moving closer. The bomb is still at the bottom of middle, and there's Tarek, another one. A triple, and this is almost it. He finally does go down. Valde with a pretty nice long-range shot. But he's probably going to get grenaded out of there. Alexi goes down. He was the backup, and now it's a 1 versus 3. And Valde, I don't even think he could do this. Circus ready and waiting for him. He's going to try and see if he could go for this, but not going to happen. 16-14 as OG steal it away. Oh, sorry, EG steal it away right at the end.